Okay, so I don't see what's going on, so you have to tell me. Okay,
It looks like
live.
it's loading on my end.
Okay, we're live.
Yes. I'm gonna check out our live stream so I can see people's comments.
So here we are, 5 minutes before the hour.
We have somebody watching.
Yay, who is it?
Well, we can see who it is now. Hi, and it's Sherry. Hi, Sherry.
Hi, Sherry.
So glad you're here. My mom. My mom. I'm always so touched when she joins.
You gotta have a cheering section.
I know. So what shall we do with these 3 minutes that we're waiting for people to join?
We can check in and say, how are you all doing out there? How are you feeling this morning or this
Right.
evening, wherever you are?
So Sherry says, I just finished clients and saw you here, but she's so hungry. Well, go grab a bite.
Grab a bite. We're gonna do a meditation first.
We can only offer emotional nurturing from here.
Yes. We can't serve meals.
Huh. I was trying to see if I can actually invite friends, but I cannot unless I'm the host. Oh, good to know.
You want me to add you as a co-host?
Sure. Yep. Let's go nuts.
Okay, try now.
Okay, let me see. Did you see there's more comments?
No, I didn't.
Graziella, hello, welcome.
Yeah, hi.
We're just pausing for a few moments for people to get here before we get started.
Yeah, and I can tell there are 5 people watching now.
And one of those is me from my mobile phone.
Ah.
So that I can better read the comments.
I've done that before.
So today is May 1st.
I remember when I was really young in elementary school and walked to school, we'd pick flowers on the way to school and give them to our teachers. And nobody seemed to mind that at all. They're perfectly happy with everything. It's just kind of funny. Now I can see people getting really upset about degenerate children picking their gardens. I don't know.
Did May 1st bring that memory to mind?
Yeah, because we always did it on May Day. I mean, we didn't do it every day. We only did it on May.
All right, it's 8 o'clock here in Belgium.
11 o'clock here in California. And I think it's 11 o'clock in Arizona where Debbie is.
That is correct. Okay, so we ready to go?
We are. So I just want to welcome everyone this morning or this evening to our first of the month Facebook Live. And we wanted to bring this to you in a shorter format. And so what we're going to do first, I just want to introduce everyone, and then we're going to start a meditation. So I'm Judy Dragon. I'm a theta healer. I'm an author. I'm a grandma. And I've got a lot of hats that I wear. And I'm glad to be here this morning. I'm going to turn it over to Layla.
Hi, Judy. Thank you. So my name is Layla Kubehusa. I have been a Theta Healing practitioner since 2010. I run my own business here in Belgium. I do inner work with people. I facilitate that. I'm also a writer, speaker, very inspired by helping shift our paradigm into a love paradigm. That's going to be my introduction today. Debbie.
Hi, I'm Debbie, and I currently in Arizona, outside of Phoenix, and met Judy and Layla a couple of years ago on my Theta Healing journey. I'm a Theta Healing practitioner, and I've done Reiki Master and some energy stuff. But I also, in addition to working on the Trauma Project and our nonprofit with Judy and Layla, have a hemp business and various other products like essential oils and different things like that. So I'm definitely a product gal, and I will be timekeeping for us today.
Thank you.
So we're going to start just to experience calm and peacefulness within ourselves. I'm going to take you all on the Theta Healing meditation, and so that we can be full of love to start this morning. So allow yourselves just to notice your breath, notice your bodies, feel in a relaxed place and position for yourselves. And as you notice your breath, allow your imagination to be vivid and with clarity as you imagine this beautiful energy coming up from the earth. It rises quickly and easily as it moves through your feet and moves up each one of your chakras, your energy centers, through your crown. It expands into a large bubble, and you're in it or of it. Allow yourselves to imagine that it moves quickly past the moon, the sun, and through all the stars, faster than the speed of light. It continues through different striations of light and dark. Continuing imagining it moving through into a bright golden light. Perhaps some of you are familiar with this area, but you're not staying there. Continue into a thick, jello-y area. You can move through this quickly. You might see a pink light. You can follow that too. As it opens into a white, tingly light as we enter, this white, tingly light is all that is unconditional love as you go deep within it, so that every one of your atoms intermingle with this unconditional love. Imagine viewing your body as you make the command or the request to this unconditional love energy to send this unconditional love into your body, to fill it with this frequency of change in the highest and best way. Imagine that energy just going right through your body. And it moves from your crown to your feet. And when you're finished, imagine yourself back in that tingly light. And you can open your eyes and be here now.
Thank you so much, Judy.
You're welcome.
So you ready?
Ready.
So today, our Facebook Live has a very specific format, different than the last times. We are going to talk about or answer a question that somebody had. We've been asking you what you would like us to talk about. And so I believe it was Rebecca. I don't remember her last name. Don't know if I should mention it, but Rebecca asked us to talk about playing it small. Playing it small. I immediately understood what she meant. And so for clarity, to agree on what we're meaning with this, Judy, would you like to speak to this real quick? What does it mean to play it small?
Well, when I hear that in a question, I come up with more questions. But I think at the time, Rebecca was angling into playing small in the world, having how to bring herself forward in all that's happening, to be able to speak her truth or something in that line. So what came up for me when I felt into it also is, just a lot of questions like, did you do this in your childhood? Because our project is connected to childhood trauma and we see the patterns going back there. So if it's hard to stand in your truth and be present for your mission and to get out there, my first thought is, when did this pattern start? And does that bring up something for you, Layla?
Yeah, well, I was going to say to qualify or quantify that word small, to me, it means smaller than what you feel you are. Meaning you are limiting yourself in some way, you feel it, you know it, and it doesn't feel good, right? Because we're supposed to just be ourselves and feel free in how we express ourselves and the actions that we want to take. So what you say about the childhood, I have very vivid memories of playing it small as a teenager, being aware of that and wondering why I felt so blocked. I could really feel that physically, like in conversations. I would feel I knew something that the other person did not know, or I could feel I could solve a problem, but then I didn't dare to actually, come forth and be all that I knew I could be.
Right. That makes sense. And when you say that, it makes me think, you talked about being a teen. I can think all the way back much earlier. And I think of the patterns, with parents, like what kind of parent supports a child to speak up and, really be listened to. And so what came up for me is, why did you stay in the background or stay invisible or stay out of sight or hide, which brings up a lot. What about for you, Layla?
Yeah, for me, I can definitely see how, playing it small and becoming aware of playing it small for yourself at some point comes from your belief system. And where does that belief system come from? a lot of times from childhood, because if you didn't grow up with, um, emotionally mature adults around you who truly cultivated that with you, for you, in you, and you never really learned to be your full self, then chances are you're gonna continue that as an adult and until it comes into your awareness and you change your patterns, you change your belief systems. So it can definitely bring up very, painful or even very painful memories or unresolved trauma from the past. So to me, that also tells me to be gentle with ourselves when we become aware of this. And I hope Rebecca is listening or watching or will be watching later, because that would be the first thing I would want to say, like, okay, so you're aware of that. Let's be gentle with that, because there's a good reason why this is the case.
Right.
Because sometimes people get hard on themselves.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, those inner voices that go off and say, you didn't do it right. You should have done it now. Why, all those voices that start to be overwhelming sometimes need a little more support, need to say, it's okay. We're okay. We can do this different.
And it doesn't work to force yourself, right? Because mentally we might know, okay, this is the right thing to do or to say, but if you are somatically and emotionally not feeling aligned with that, then it's actually more self-loving to wait, to work on yourself, maybe to see what you need to feel fully ready to step into that.
Into the beliefs, you mean?
No, to step into all that you know you can be.
Yeah. I think I just wanted to expand on that too, because going back to what you said before about the beliefs is, ask yourself some questions like, were you ever able to stand up for yourself when you were a kid? And if you did, what would happen to you, or what would happen towards you if you did stand up for yourself? I don't know, about others, but what comes up a lot when I work with clients is that they feel like they're in the middle of a war zone and they're like mediating between parents. Sometimes if they stand up for themselves, they get threatened either overtly or covertly. They get punished, or sometimes they get ignored, like they don't even matter. So they start to feel like they're insignificant and they don't count. So they play it small. I mean, those are the patterns that kind of come up for me when I think about that, just generally.
Right.
What
So
about
playing it small basically in the situation that you described, Judy, becomes a way to protect yourself, just to be safe. Like playing small becomes the safest option.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's for protection, like you said. It also, if they were in the middle of a war zone, it's more time to strategize. If they play it small and they retreat, then they have more time to figure out how to survive it. So they're always on that survival mode. And it can also be sometimes in families, they don't have any privacy. So they'll play it small so that nobody sees them, so they have privacy. I mean, I used to have, as a kid, I always had dreams of, or visions of having a big home where I could hide in and nobody could find me. And I finally manifested that.
You do, right?
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so we have 5 minutes left. What could we say about changing those patterns of playing it small? What would be helpful to know?
I think what's really important is to connect with that part of you that went through it, or use the digging process to allow yourself to see what pattern is yours. And from that point, see how the different downloads make you feel, if it empowers you, if it has you go deeper down the rabbit hole. Sometimes there's some big feelings stuck in there that need to be released, and to have space for that, to, hold yourself in that place of tenderness and care. Do you have anything that you want to add to that?
I was actually thinking, oh, that sounds like some good downloads. So shall I check if I can offer some downloads to support that process? Because indeed, having the feelings, some, can be intense sometimes. And then it's a misconception to think, oh, it's still safer to play it small. Whereas actually it's possible to learn to release to feel the feelings and release them. And then you can move forward.
That's right.
So for those listening or watching now or later, these are some downloads that I am offering to you, and you can just say yes if you would like them. So first of all, would you like to know what it feels like to feel safe in acknowledging and feeling your feelings in your body?
And I'm going to add to that. Would you like to know what it feels like and how to honor your significance towards yourself, and that you're worthy, deserving, and good enough to honor your significance towards yourself?
And would you like to know what it feels like to matter?
Both to yourself and to those that you are in connection with. Would you like to live without feeling in the middle of a war zone, that you can find stability within your core in alignment through all that is?
And would you also like to know how to and what it feels like to move forward and to feel supported and protected by all that is while you do that? And that your actions matter.
And how to stay tender and caring of yourself as you move forward.
I love that. So that's all the time we have for today, right? Thank you so much for watching. And we have one more thing we want to share, which is,
if you have some questions, because we took question last time, please write them down, let us know. Our website is the movingbeyondtraumaproject.org. You can email us through there. These videos will be up there. The past ones are there, the podcasts. We have lots of free resources for you. And we have a sign up page because we will be having a webinar, hopefully live. And we would love you to sign up for interest in that. So that is also on our website.
Right, so Debbie actually put a link in the comments here in this Facebook Live. If you want to be notified of when we do our next Facebook Live, when we do our next webinars and all of that, sign up for our lists, come join our community, and you'll be among the first to know when we do something new.
Yeah. So thank you for joining us. And we hope that, you know, your participation will keep spurring more so that people will know what we have to offer. Lots and lots of information on trauma healing, and all in connection to non-dualistic spirituality through the awareness of theta healing technique.
All right, until the next time. Thanks, Judy. Thank you, Debbie.
Yeah, thanks.
Ciao.
Bye.